you wake up to the sound of bomb blast, people shouting. Their survival isn't a metaphor, it's your priority. Good morning, everyone, and today I want to introduce you all to a very strong girl with a real life inspiring story filled with lots of hardships. Yes, I'm talking about the girl Amal. When she was 13, her house in Aleppo in Syria was destroyed. Her father was disappeared during a raid, and her family fled to a refugee camp in Jordan. And that's where I met her. Because at the time I was with my parents volunteering a youth literacy project. I saw Amal had quite fire in her because she barely spoke, but when she did, her words stuck. I'll never forget what she said me one evening after reading a session. She said, I don't want to be another forgotten refugee. I don't want to survive. I want to matter. And that sentence has stayed with me for years because it perfectly defines the shift that we, all of us, yearn to make. In this talk, we will explore the journey from survival to significance. First, let's talk about survival. What do you mean by survival? When we hear this word survival, we picture out war zones and natural disasters like famine, drought, and so on. And yes, those are very real versions of it. But survival has many faces. It can be a single mother working three different jobs. It can be a student fighting depression. And yes, it's also the person in the audience who is wearing a smile but carrying lots of hardships. But remember one thing, that survival wasn't the end of your story. It's resilience in its rawest form. Here is the truth that no one tells us about, that survival may keep you alive, but it won't let you leave. We are often told to keep moving, push through, hustle harder, do not complain, and so on. But the real fact is that if you don't pause, you can't heal. You can't find the real meaning if your only metric is your endurance. So once I asked Amal, how do you stay so strong? She looked at me and simply answered, I am not strong. I'm just used to the pain. And that hit me like a wave. Because how many of us confuse numbness for strength? How many of us call our trauma or motivation just to survive the day? So, to move beyond survival, you have to stop glorifying it. So, what causes the shift? For Amal, it was a book. As one day someone donated a stack of old novels. Amal chose one. Few pages were torn and water damaged, but she tried and read 3 pages a night under candlelight, whispering words to herself. Then one evening she came to me holding the book, eyes lit up, and said, if a girl like Scout can fight for injustice, maybe I can too. And that's when something changed in her because she stopped enduring and started imagining. And that's the moment we all need in our life for the shift. For you, that moment might be a conversation, a mentor, a breakdown, or a book. But when it comes, don't ignore it because it's the invitation for your shift. Now, finally, let's talk about significance. We live in a world that tells us significance is more about visibility. More follows on social media, louder applause, and huge salary. But that's not significance. Significance means when your life becomes lifeline for someone else. Like fast forward 10 years, Amal earned a scholarship to a university in Canada. And now she is studying international law. When we met, we were having a simple conversation and she said me, I couldn't save my father, but maybe I can help someone find theirs. And that's called significance. Not fame, not fortune, just impact. So you don't need a TED talk, a title, or a trending hashtag to be significant. You just need to serve someone with what you have survived. So at last I want to ask you a question. What have you survived? What pain do you carry that someone else could learn from? What will happen if you stop enduring and started imagining? I know for you, Amal's story may sound extraordinary, but the truth is that you have won too. Maybe you survived loss, endured poverty, fought illness, or even broke a cycle. But that was not the end of your story because it was the training ground for your purpose. So you don't have to wait until you are ready. You just need to start asking, who can I help with what I have survived? In this talk, the survival to significance. It's not a title, not a line, it's nothing. It's your decision. From that day, Amal stopped fighting just to survive. Instead, she started living to make a difference. For me, resilience forged me. Purpose drives me, but significance defines me. And I hope you all will also make a great difference in future. Thank you.